Hello and welcome to the Nova Armada channel. This week's An-124 diecast aircraft is the Antonov An-124-100 with the registration of A82014. The producer of this particular model is a company called Gemini Jets, with this aircraft being one of 2,000 made in 2004. This aircraft has 4 Progress D18T high-bypass turbofan engines, each producing 51,000 pounds force or 229 kilonewtons of force. Crew on board consist of a pilot, co-pilot, navigator, chief flight engineer, electrical flight engineer, radio operator, and 2 loadmasters. Passenger capacity stands at 88 passengers in the upper level, behind the cockpit, or 350 passengers in palletized seating in the main compartment. This particular aircraft began life with Aeroflot between 1987 to 1993, where it was transferred to the Russian Air Force until it was leased by Polet Airlines in 2002, and served with them until 2013, where it was returned to Russian Air Force service, where it presumably serves today in 2022. The initial flight of the aircraft type was in December of 1982, with its first appearance west of the Iron Curtain taking place in 1985 at the Paris Air Show. The Antonov An-124 Ruslan is a large, strategic airlift, 4-engined aircraft. Externally, it bears numerous similarities to the American Lockheed C-5 Galaxy, having a double fuselage to allow for a rear cargo door on the lower fuselage that can open in flight without affecting structural integrity. The An-124 is a slightly shorter fuselage, has a slightly greater wingspan, and is capable of carrying a 17% larger payload. Instead of the Galaxy's T-tail, the An-124 is furnished with a conventional empennage, similar in design to that of the Boeing 747. The landing gear of the An-124 is outfitted with an oleo strut suspension system for its 24 wheels. This suspension has been calibrated to allow for landing on rough terrain and is able to kneel, which allows for easier loading and unloading via the front cargo door. The aircraft is equipped with an onboard overhead crane, capable of lifting up to 30 tons of cargo, while items up to 120 tons can be winched on board. Up to 150 tons of cargo can be carried within a single An-124 configured for military purposes. The cargo compartment of the An-124 is 36 by 6.4 by 4.4 meters or 118 by 21 by 14 feet, about 20% larger than the main cargo compartment of the C-5 Galaxy. With the 2022 destruction of the Antonov An-225 in 2022, the An-124 has returned to being the largest cargo aircraft produced and in service. United Launch Alliance contracted the An-124 to transport the Atlas V launch vehicle from its facilities in Decatur, Alabama to Cape Canaveral. ULA also uses the An-124 to transport the Atlas V launch vehicle and Centaur upper stage from their manufacturing facility in Denver, Colorado to Cape Canaveral and Vandenberg Space Force Base. 2 flights are required to transfer each launch vehicle, one for the Atlas V main booster stage and another for the Centaur upper stage. It is also contracted by Space Systems Loral to transport satellites from Palo Alto, California to the Arianespace spaceport in Kourou, French Guiana, and by SpaceX to transport payload fairings between their factory in Hawthorne, California and Cape Canaveral. By late 2020, 3 civil operators of the An-124 remained. Antonov Airlines with 7 aircraft, Volga-Dnepr Airlines with 12, and Maximus Air Cargo with 1. Like and subscribe.